Paul Cooke, thanks for joining us. Back in action on Sunday at Widnes. First of all, are you and the boys just excited to be back out there after a week off?
Yeah, we needed some time off. The players needed some time off. Some of them are really busted, so we gave them some time off to go on holiday with the families and spend some time with the families. I think it's important. You know, the season's a long one, so when they get a little bit of time, we can afford them that little bit of time off. So, yeah, we came back in on Tuesday night and we assessed everybody. We know where we're at, and we're looking forward to what is a massive game for us at Widnes.
It's easy, Paul, isn't it, to say when you've been in a poor run of form, oh, the lads need to be in, they need to be training, but you know that a break sometimes is beneficial more than anything.
Yeah, less is more sometimes. Yeah, it's something that we'd planned for about a month ago, so regardless of results, it was always going to be a plan. You know, people might say that you need to be in and need to be working on stuff, but you've got to understand that the players, where they're at with the bodies and where they're at with the mentality, and some time away we felt was more beneficial. So we'll bounce in this week. We'll pick a strong enough team at Widnes to go and get a result, and then we'll assess where we're at for the following week.
I was just going to ask you, how are the squad coming back in? Obviously, it seems to be when you have a little break and come back in that everybody does have that energy about them and that buzz. Has that been the case?
Yeah. For the first time in quite a while, we've got a number of positions where there's some battles going on for selection. In others, we haven't. Obviously, we pulled back Jack Arnold today, so we're struggling a little bit in the middle area. Gadwin's obviously still suspended. But we get King back, so you know we're getting some players in and around the team again, which is obviously healthy for the competition of places, and then which increases the standard of training as well as everything else. So, myself and Jed and Ian and the rest of the staff, we're all pleased with where we're at the minute.
Can I just ask you about Brad Day, obviously, who suffered that elbow injury a while ago? What's the sort of time frame? What we're looking at with Brad?
Yeah, we're hoping we can get him back, not this week, next, but if not, it'll be the following week. We're pretty lucky with Brad. We thought that we would have to get him surgery on his elbow, but the surgeon came back and told us that he can be rehabbed. So Brad's not too far away. Hopefully we'll get him back. Toby's obviously played his first game for the club in quite a while last week. He pulled up sore, but obviously the 10 days off gave him some time to recover. So yeah, hopefully we get some players back in the middle and on the edges, and we can certainly have a much better second half of our last 2/3 of the season than the first third.
Widnes on Sunday, a tough test, an established team in the Championship. What are you expecting from them?
Yeah, full-blooded. I think they're in a little bit of a similar position to us, where they're fighting a little bit against some injuries and getting players on the field and into training. So. Two very desperate teams. We've got a bit more desperate. It's as simple as that. We've
got a couple of weeks without a game down here at the Millennium Stadium. Obviously, we've got the semi-final as well the week after. Just a word on the fans. Obviously, they're going to travel in the numbers to Oldham. They've filled a couple of coaches. Their support, especially away from home, is going to be vital, isn't it, in the coming weeks? Yeah,
absolutely. I know the club have put the first bus on and. For a cheaper rate, there's some more buses going. We can't thank them enough that their efforts and the commitments, particularly to come away from home. The team's not been in great form, but they're really sticking by us. I think when we went to Oldham a couple of weeks ago, we showed that we're very much in amongst it. We should have won that game. It's as simple as that. So hopefully we can go there again in a couple of weeks and put a good account of ourselves in, but first and foremost we'll concentrate on Widnes, and then once we get that out of the way we'll concentrate on what will be a big game.
And finally, Paul, we spoke about the week off for the players. Has the week off come at a good time for yourself to recharge? A little bit. You came in, didn't you, and you've just sort of straight into the games. You've had injuries to deal with. Has it been good for you to have that week off?
Yeah. Obviously I was up at Magic Weekend, so I go to Magic Weekend every year, and I get to watch 6 games of rugby, which is great for me. I get to spend some time with my partner, and we spent a couple of nights up there. So, it certainly was. Obviously, this week as well, I've had the Wednesday off. I went to cinema for the first time in a couple of years. So, it's been good for us. It's been good for everybody. I think everybody needed freshening up. Myself included, and the other staff members as well. Everybody's been in, relentless for the last. Sort of 6 months from when we started at pre-season. So, it was nice to spend some time with my partner and spend some time with my family and get away. So, it was great.